audience. Remember, we did that whole section on audience analysis and being audience-centered. And remember what you're speaking on, Social Security. Is it occupation? Is it gender? Is it sexual orientation? Is it education? Or is it age? Age is the answer, yes. You're speaking about Social Security. Even when we think we're listening carefully, and when we went over that whole section on listening, I put so much emphasis on this. Even when we think we're listening carefully, we usually grasp only about blank % of a speaker's message. Options, 80%, 65%, 15%, 25%, 50%. Who said 50? Absolutely right, Lindsay. Remember that.
50%.
Because it's so important for you to understand that. That's why you have so many missteps in interpersonal relationships. Because what is said at any given time, 50% is forgotten at that time. And I didn't even ask you, how much is remembered 24 hours later? How much? 10%, yes, 10%. Now, we put so much emphasis on this. Please don't get this one wrong. Everything a speaker says is filtered through a listener's what? Is it credibility, feedback, personal stream, psychological field, or frame of reference? Frame of reference. I said we'll say this 3 times. Yes, it'll be on the exam. What is frame of reference? Frame of reference is your values, your life experiences. That's who you are. That's your character. And everybody is different. Thank God everybody is different, or how boring it would be if everybody were the same. So everything a speaker, I know we have some 15, 16 students in this class. When I speak, when you speak, it's heard 14, 15 different ways. And you see that all the time. That's so important for you to understand. Because what you see in here and others see in here can be worlds apart. Speaking to employees, speaking to customers, those of you in criminal justice. Oh my God, what a difference. So remember that is so important for you to be a better speaker. Now, when giving an informative speech to a general audience, remember, general audience, you should take special care too. And I gave you an example of taking my 12-year-old grandson from out of town down to the Titan Missile Museum and the disaster that happened down there. Okay, so when giving an informative speech to a general audience, you should take care of special care of 2 options. State your ideas in abstract terms. That's what you don't want to do. Establish goodwill with the audience in the introduction. Avoid being too technical. There's your answer. Avoid being too technical because it can go way beyond the comprehension of those in the audience, as I explained to you. Now, when listening for a speaker's evidence, when you're giving your speeches, you should keep an ear out for it. What should you keep an ear out for when a speaker is using evidence? How about this? Sufficiency, accuracy, objectivity, relevance, or all of the above? All of the above, absolutely. I know it's at the end. That's the gist of where we are.